guys, what's up? I'm Mark and this is epicconfections. If you're new here, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new epic videos every single week. This week, I am so honored to have joined up with Faye from Cupcake Savvy's Kitchen. She's so amazingly talented and her dessert recipes are incredible. You definitely have to check her out. Today, she made me a Mojito cocktail condensed milk buttercream, which is gonna pair nicely with my lemon lime cake. Let's do it! Yo! Also, it's Mother's Day! Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful, independent women out there. You all rock. You're so strong and beautiful. I love you so much. I hope you have an incredible Mother's Day. And my mom happens to love lemon and lime, so this is a perfect cake. Happy Mother's Day, Mom! Mwah! So to start, I just baked up 4 9-inch round white cakes. I might use 3 depending on the height. I did want to make an extra just in case I want to go higher. I also baked off 2 6-inch round cakes because we are going to be making a 2-tier cake. I'm just going to level these out, give them a skim of white buttercream, and fill them with this incredible Mojito cocktail condensed milk buttercream. It is fantastic. Definitely go check out Faye's recipe from the Cupcake Savvy's Kitchen. It is in the description below. Show her some love, y'all. She's incredibly talented. You will love her. Love her. Mwah. I like that height. I think we're gonna stick with that one. Yes. So just giving this a little smear of white buttercream. And then I'm just taking a piping bag full of the white buttercream. And I'm just doing a little rim all the way around the cake. And the reason why I'm doing that is for when I fill this cake with that incredible Mojito buttercream, when I stack it, none of that buttercream will push out the sides. You want to keep all that flavor in, you know what I'm saying? Keep the flavor in. Yes! Look at that, and the color is incredible. And it smells like booze. What more could you ask for? And you can add as much booze to this recipe as you want. Just saying, I might have gone overboard a little bit. Sorry, Mom. Just a little bit of buttercream on my board so she doesn't slide around. Yes! I love that. I love when a cake is straight. It makes me so happy. So next I have some hot water and a spatula. And I'm gonna go in and just kind of clean up all of that excess buttercream that's spilled out. So next I have a couple things. I have plain white buttercream in my cheater bag. I have a container of really, really hot tea water. And for my next trick, kids, my secret weapon, a cake comb from Rosie's Dessert Spot. I will link Rosie's channel in the description below, and I will also link where you can purchase these incredible combs. Thank you so much, Rosie, for sending some my way. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna let my comb sit in that hot water for a bit, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start icing the entire cake in white buttercream. Just using my spatula, I am going to smooth out the top as best as I can, or until I'm happy with it. Or until I just say screw it. And then just holding my spatula straight up and down, letting the turntable do the work for me, and just smoothing out all that buttercream on the sides. When using cake combs, you do want the icing on fairly thick. So I am just filling in any gaps that I see, and then just using my spatula, just kind of smoothing it out again. So just taking my cake comb, holding it straight up and down, applying a little bit of pressure and turning the table with it. Every time you stop using the comb, you want to rinse off that excess buttercream. Applying a little bit of pressure, going all the way around. Yes. So you want to do this a few times until you're really happy with how smooth the comb worked on the icing. So I do want to go around this one last time, but in a nice clean swoop. So you have to be a little bit of a gymnast here. You have to be limber. I'm gonna put my hand all the way over the cake, holding the comb straight up and down, applying a little bit of pressure, and all the way around in one clean swoop. Yes. No, not really. Look what I did. Now I gotta smooth that out. So on this cake, I want to show you how to get really nice, smooth, sharp edges as well. Usually when I'm doing a cake, I would bring in all that excess buttercream to the center, and that's how you get a nice clean edge. Yes, that's true. But this time I'm going to throw it into the freezer, and then we're going to take a knife and scrape off that excess buttercream, leaving you a nice, smooth edge. So we're going to try it. I'm going to pop this guy into the freezer for about 20-25 minutes while we make our second tier. So here are my two 6-inch round white cakes. This top tier is going to be a naked cake. Oh, naked, how risque. I love naked cakes. I really love the look of them. I feel like if you're doing a nice, strong, flavorful filling, a naked cake is perfect because then you don't have all that icing on the outside to take away from that nice filling, which is perfect for this Cupcake Savvy's Kitchen's Mojito Buttercream recipe. Just gonna level these out, do another smear of white buttercream, fill this with that Mojito Buttercream, stack it up, and, well, I guess do a little icing because it's naked. Let's do it. So I just cut down a bigger cake board, just slightly smaller than my cake itself. Stick this guy right on there. And I can see I did a really shitty job at cutting that board. So let me just trim that up. I apologize to any of the viewers that are inconvenienced by my mishap. Please don't hate me. You know what, we all screw up, okay? Like, get off my back. So I just have a little bit of white buttercream in my piping bag. So whenever I do naked cakes, I always go around the base of my cake first with a ring of buttercream. And then I kind of do a little zigzag action all the way up and down. This might seem like a lot of buttercream at first, especially if I'm doing a naked cake, but we are going to take a lot of it off, so. And then just going around the top of my cake. And just a little blob in the middle. Look, it looks like a drum. Doesn't that look like a drum? Now's the fun part, kids. Time to scrape off some buttercream. So starting kind of at the base, going all the way around. As you can see, I am scraping off a good amount of buttercream. This is kind of the look that I'm going for. I want to make this a semi-naked cake. I do want there to be icing on the cake, but I do want you to see a little bit of the cake shining through. Just a little bit. Just peeking through, saying, hi. Hi, how are you? You can eat me. Eat me. So if there's a specific part of the cake that you want to be a little bit more naked and for the cake to show through, just apply a little bit more pressure to the knife and that'll kind of scrape it off. Just gonna pop this guy into the freezer for about 20 minutes, pull out our other cake and stick some dowels in it. Let's do it. So I just pulled this cake out of the freezer. It is nice and firm, the buttercream. So I want to show you how to make those sharp edges. So I just have a really sharp knife here and I just dipped it into some really, really hot water. And what you're gonna do is hold that knife nice and flat horizontal and just scrape away those edges. Look at that. And then just bringing in that excess buttercream. So now I'm gonna stick a dowel right in the middle of the cake, all the way down. Just taking a really sharp knife and flush with the cake, I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna gingerly pull it back out. And I'm just gonna cut on that line. So I'm just sticking that dowel right back into the center of the cake. I also cut myself 3 other dowels the exact same size. And I am going to be making a triangle formation. If you really want some extra support, you can have a tall dowel in the middle of your cake with 4 or 5 dowels around the outside. For this cake, it's not really a huge cake, so I'm just going to have my main dowel support in the middle, and then a triangle around that middle support. So I just pulled this naked cake out of the fridge. She's very cold. And I'm just going to stack them on top of this guy. Then I put my cake in the fridge for about 20 minutes to chill, and then I started making a bag of pre-made meringue. I know, let's calm down, it's pre-made. Oh my gosh. So I made a batch of pre-made meringue, and I just realized it's not meringue, it's actually royal icing. But you know what? I'm gonna work with it anyway, okay? That's why you should always make your own stuff from scratch. Anyways, so I just pulled my cake out of the fridge. I am going to be using some royal icing. It's supposed to be meringue, but you know what? I'm gonna start a new trend because I'm gonna put a whole bunch of meringue / royal icing going down the cake, and then I'm actually gonna torch it. What could go wrong? Let's try it. So just taking my spatula, I'm gonna take a little bit of my meringue. It's not meringue. Just put it on the side of my cake, any which way. And now I'm gonna light it on fire. Don't try this at home, kids. So next I melted down some white chocolate and just put a little bit of yellow food dye in it. Just gonna take my disposable piping bag. Pour a little bit in there. Just snip the tip. Just gonna do a little drip right on the other side here. I'm actually curious to see how it will flow down the buttercream. I think that's beautiful. So as you can see, I have some beautiful lemons and limes here. They are fresh, they're real. However, these are fake. Got them from my favorite store, the dollar store. And just because why not, we're gonna stick our half lime and our half lemon right on the top there. So here it is, guys. Here is the Mojito Condensed Buttercream Lemon Lime Mother's Day Cake. Thank you so much to Faye from Cupcake Savvy's Kitchen for building this incredible recipe. Again, make sure to go show her some love and subscribe to her channel. Check out the link in the description box. Thank you so much to Mariposa Market for sponsoring this video. Again, happy Mother's Day to all my strong, beautiful, powerful ladies out there watching. I love y'all so much. Happy Mother's Day, and we will see all of you next week. Mwah!